really nice here. Hope you're doing well. And I have with me here, this is the Large TDI knife by Ka-bar, the Tactical Defense Institute knife. And this is the Tonto blade with a fully serrated edge and foliage green handle. And I've carried this knife on and off for about the past 5 years in conjunction with a handgun. I usually keep this knife alongside my spare magazine and multi-tool. And I just wanted to talk about in this short video some of the modifications I've done to the factory sheath of this knife. So here's a close-up look of the factory sheath for the Large TDI knife that I have modified to fit my needs. And one really good thing to know about these sheaths is that even on the Ka-bar website, the material is stated as a hard plastic. So this is not a Kydex sheath, which means you cannot reform the sheath. So if your knife starts to get loose in this sheath, there's really nothing you can do for retention at that point. That's something to keep in mind if you are having issues with your own Ka-bar TDI sheath. But as for mine, I actually like it having kind of like a light draw on it, seeing as it's a self-defensive type belt knife. I haven't had a problem carrying it or any dangers of the knife falling out. So on to the modifications that I've done. There are 3 major things that I have done to the sheath to make it work for me. And one was just for fun, and the one that was for fun was this Cryptek camouflage pattern that was hydro printed on there. I had that done. It was a local auto body shop, and they hydro dipped or hydro printed car parts, especially even engine parts. And they did a pretty good job on this. It's definitely received some wear, but I like it. It's a battle worn finish. So the next thing I did was to add a tech lock. And another important thing to know about these Ka-bar factory sheaths is, especially the small ones, they come with a metallic type clip that you can put on the large ones, which I did do that at one point. But all the large ones come with some Molly or Pals strips, so you can put it on your gear. And I had problems with both those carry systems. The metal clips are not very good. I actually broke or ruined 2 of them so completely they wouldn't even hold the knife on your belt anymore. So they're long gone. I do have some of the Molly strips left, and you can bolt those down. Unfortunately, I don't have them here for the video, but there's 2 of them. They go on either side, and they're okay. They work pretty good for your gear, but I found that they just don't really work very well on your belt. They're a loose fit. It just didn't work for me. So what I did is I drilled out the sheath and I bolted down the tech lock. And this has been a fantastic decision for me for years now, because it works perfectly on a belt. You can slide it on and off very quickly. You can pop up the lock, and you can use these tech locks on Pal's webbing, so you can put it on your Molly gear, and that's also another great feature. And so the latest thing I did to the sheath was I've been having problems with it getting snagged up on my pockets, flashlights, and just a little bit uncomfortable the way I've been sitting, riding in cars and things like that. So what I did is I sheared off the bottom end of the sheath here. I angled it off, and just in case, for safety, I didn't want the knife to either push through or the sheath to open up, I tapped another hole out and put a bolt in there with some Loctite. And I've been wearing it for a few days now with the new setup, with having the end clipped off, and I really like it. It's a whole lot more comfortable, and I wish I had done that years ago. But those are just some modifications that I've done to the sheath system for the Ka-bar. And I know a lot of people out there, they do prefer aftermarket, but with everything I've done, I'm still going to stick with my factory sheath. And that's just, one thing you can do is just modify it to fit your needs, and it really works for me. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you can comment, I'd love to read that and respond to it. And also subscribe to my channel. Have a good one.